Hey guys, this is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. And today I'm going to show you how to change your table saw blade. Remove any jewelry. This is, I changed the blade in my Ryobi cordless circular saw one day, and that was one of my hottest videos of all time. So I decided, since I got new blades for my antique Sears Craftsman table saw here, that I might as well share with you. For those of you who don't know, I've seen a lot of questions about how to change saw blades. So I'm going to do this on camera. First, remove any jewelry so you don't mar it up. Remove any power from the machine. Definitely make sure there's no power to the machine when you're working on it. Remove any tools, guides. And then generally there's a protective plate here on most saws that you can remove. Especially the older saws like this. Okay, and then just crank that saw blade to its highest setting to help you work better on this. And there it is. Now this is going to be a very simple project, a very short and simple video. Now I don't have my wrenches right now available, so I've got this here and a piece of scrap wood to chunk in there. What you want to do is prevent the blades from spinning and jam that up into the blade. Let me turn the camera to the other side. Okay, now you want to jam a piece of wood up in there to stop that blade from turning. And your table saw generally is, the thread is usually the opposite of what you're used to. So usually right is tight and left is loosened. Well, in this case, on a table saw, the right will be loosened and the left is tightened. So get a wrench to fit there. Make sure you get a good grip on there and you don't strip it. Make sure that you don't hit your fingers on the blade itself. Get a good grip on the wood here, and that jams that blade in place. And then loosen that nut. Once you get it loose, the first step, it should come free pretty good if your saw is maintained well. Yep, mine's nice and free. Okay. And there's the old blades that came with my saw. Now I'm going to grab the new blades out of the pack and we'll be right back. Okay, I've got my new blade here. I'm just going to pull it out, make sure it is the same size basically. They should be, yep, 9-inch. This was a cheap Amazon purchase, so I just want to be sure. Also, remember which way your blade pointed when you took it off. You want to put the new blade on in the exact same direction, with the teeth in the exact same direction as the old blade. So mine, I literally took it off and I laid it flat down so there's no mistaking. So this one is funny because the writing is on the opposite side. I'm just going to make sure I line it up to make sure that it's in the right direction. And then put that on the shaft. And there's a retaining washer. Slide that back in place. And then the nut. Now this is going to be left to tighten. And then spin that on. Now don't discard your old blade because depending on how badly worn it is, you may be able to take that in somewhere to be sharpened. So that goes off to the side. You can get a couple sharpenings out of a blade. Now these are self-tightening blades, so it's going to be awkward to jam it in. You can try a little bit while you tighten that with the wrench. And get it snug. You don't have to torque it down because it is basically a self-tightener. And then put your guides, your protective plate back in. Crank that down for safety. You don't want to leave that in a raised position any higher than the wood you're working with. And there you go. That's all there is, guys, to changing the blade on a table saw. I hope that does help someone. And please do like, subscribe, and share. and follow our daily videos as we strive to become self-sufficient and off the grid on a budget on an 18-acre homestead. Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Projects, sitting in my fully off-grid wood shop. Talk to you later.